Hello, today we'll be continuing on with the car jack assembly. So today we will be building the bolts. So it's item number 8 here. Okay. So let's scroll down and it is M10 bolt right here. It's 2 places. So these 2 bolts right here. All right. So let's get started. So I'm going to scroll through this. We have completed already these. There are videos on these. And they will be in this playlist. So next we will be doing this bolt right here. Okay. So P1-13, it's an M10 by 1.5 bolt. Now, if you don't want to design this, there is the possibility to go to someplace like McMaster-Carr and download this. And it's already, completed. You can insert into your assembly. But if you need the knowledge and you want to build this, then let's do that. So let's get started. Take a screenshot of this, or I will save the location of the PDF in the YouTube description. You can get it that way. I'm going to slide this onto my second screen. And all right, so we're going to go with new. We're going to call this P1-13. So we're going to create a sketch on the Z positive plane. So we're going to go to sketch and click on top. Okay. All right, we want to go to polygon. And we want to specify this point right here. You see how it's clicking a little bit of everything? We can tell that to specify only the existing point. So let's go there, and there's the existing point. Okay. So now we like that 270 number. That's good. So we're gonna put this at 270 and lock that in position. Go over here. As soon as you move this, it undoes it. So as you put in that number, go right over here and lock that rotation into place. Okay. Now we can go over here. So we have 16 divided by 2. So let's put 8 millimeters. Lock that in. Okay, close. And then we can do a Control F to fit that into our screen. Okay. And I'm going to pull this off a little bit. All right. So if I want to pan this, I hit the middle mouse button, the rolly bar, hold it down, and right mouse button to pan that over. Okay. There we are. So now we have our size, and let's finish the sketch. All right. So let's extrude off of this. It's already orange, so that means it's selected. So let's choose 7 millimeters. We got no boolean happening. No, it's not going to unite or anything. All right. So now we need to put a circle on here, and the circle is going to be a 10 millimeter diameter. So we're going to sketch onto this face right here. Okay. And we will grab a circle here. Let's choose that center point right there. And then we're going to go just drag it there. Escape out of that. Click on this guy and then click on that green. And then let's click 10. Okay. Enter, escape. All right. We just did that. Finish that guy. And now we can go to extrude. It's already selected. If it's not, you can click on the sketch, or you can click on this round, this diameter, and then do that. So we're going to put in 60 millimeters. Okay. And we're going to say okay. It's not united it. So what I can do is I can either go in and unite it afterwards, or I can tell it to do that together. So here's unite. So what I would do is I would click on the target and the tool and then unite those two together. Okay. So that combines them together. So next is we need to create our chamfer, our 0.75 chamfer on this edge right now. So let's go there, chamfer. We're going to choose this edge right here, and we're going to go with symmetric, and we're going to put in 0.75. Okay. So now we want to start our threads. So let's go to more, thread. I recently used it, but here it is in detail feature. So we can click on our cylinder, start object right there. it's already selected. We go down here and we choose whatever size we want. So in this case is 20. So 20 is correct. We can drag this up. Let's hear OK box down here. We click on that. All right, we have created our threads. Now we want to, let's double, yep, that's fine. Let's go and put this little chamfer on this edge right here. So this one, there's a couple ways to do this, but I would say easiest way is just go, let's just go to chamfer and let's put in a asymmetric. I'm going to click on these edges. And then, I'm sorry, I want offset and angle. And I want to have a 30-degree angle. So that's probably the easiest way to do this. If you want to do it the way the drawing shows, so let me show you the drawing, how that looks. And you can see that they only did the corners. See that? But it doesn't, it's not perfectly flat line against here. It's not a straight line against here. So that's telling me that they put, they extruded something off of this. So if you want that, this is how you do that. So click on this chamfer, we'll delete this guy. Delete. So now what we want to do is we want to put a circle on the back here. So let's do a sketch. Let's click on this point, this face right here first, okay? And now we will do a circle, center point, and we're going to click it out to there, so it's tangent, okay? Tangent to point on curve, that's fine. Close that guy. And now we want to create one more circle, just anything bigger. There we are. Doesn't have to have a size, really, just bigger. All right, finish this. So now we got two circles. Now we're going to extrude these two circles. And we're going to flip that direction right here. And we're going to go with, let's say, 7 millimeters, okay? No Boolean. Got it? All right, so now I want to hide this bolt. I want to hide this, so let me click on left click and little eyeball. Let's hide that. All right. Oh, undo that. I want to hide this guy. So left click, eyeball. Okay. Now we want to concentrate on this shape right here. So we want to add a draft to this inner shape right here. So let's click on, it's going to be going in the positive Z direction. So let's choose positive Z as our vector. There's positive Z. We're going to choose our stationary point, our face right here. We're going to choose our face to draft right here. Okay. And we will choose our size. So originally it said 30 millimeters, but when we take that dimension, we actually need this to be 60. So there we are. Let's click OK. So that's the shape we want to subtract from that bolt. And where did our bolt go? Well, we go over here and we should be able to find our bolt. Let's click on the little eyeball. The bolt pops back. See, its shape is there. Now we will do a subtraction. So let's go subtract. And let's click on our target, our tool. Okay. And there we are. Now we have that shape that was on the print. So a little more complex. Probably doesn't need to be done like that, but anyway. So we will continue on with this. And we will start drafting. But let's go in over here and let's hide our sketches and our datum coordinate system. Sketch, 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 and everything's all good. We're going to go to file drafting. A3 is good. Okay, close. And it threw it down, so that's good. We're going to throw it here. And then we're going to drop it down here. We can do a rotation of this in a second. Click close. We're going to double click on this guy. We're going to go to angle, actually. I'm going to change this to 180. Ooh, 180. Okay. Say okay. And it will flip. Let's delete this guy. Left click, delete. And let's do a projected view right here. Projected view. Grab that guy. Grab this. It automatically already chose this. So I'm just going to drag it up. Close. And we see how we don't see the invisible lines. So let's double click on this guy. Let's click hidden lines, invisible, dashed. Okay. Now we see all those lines inside. All right, so now let's dimension this guy. Let's go here. Let's grab this edge to this edge. 16. Now we got 7. So here to here, 7. Then we got 60 from here to here. Okay. And it just kind of snapped there. If you don't want it to snap, you can hold down the Alt key and it will not snap anymore. But we could put it as close as we want there, okay? So now let's go with 20 millimeters here. So from here to here, 20. And then we can put our whole thread cull out. Should be able to click on something down here. Now, yeah, this one. Doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to select anything. All right. So what we will do is we will just do a manual call out. If you do this with symbolic, meaning a symbolic thread, I can show you in a second what symbolic means. So we can go with M10 by 1.5. And then we can just drag in off of that. That's how you do that one. Now, if you want symbolic thread, what we do is we go back to modeling, M for modeling. We go to our detailed thread, we double click on that guy. All right, we will change this to symbolic. So symbolic, all right. And what this does is it changes it so that there's not as much detail inside that thread. Okay, let's go to Control-Shift-D or drafting. We're out of date here. We need to go update. Let's click on that guy, click OK. We can see that now we have this new representation. So that's a symbolic thread. All right. And if we want to click over here to whole and thread call out, click on that guy, click on this guy, and then all of a sudden it pops up. There we are. So it tells you, that gives you all the information you want, and you don't need that one anymore. So let's put our last dimension, and that is a chamfer on the edge there. So we can hit this little C right here. I don't know if it's gonna, okay, it did. So this one is actually, it's saying 0.8 by 0.45. It's rounding up, so we just double click on that guy, and we can choose this guy, I think. Yeah, 2 places. There we are. So that's why it was showing smaller. All right, so there we are. And that concludes the M10 by 1.5 bolt. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Leave some comments if you get any questions. Bye.